There was a situation I had one time that one of my girls was working, and at the time I wasn't taking any interviews. I didn't need any other girls. I was cool with the crew that I had. But she kept talking to me about this white girl, and I won't mention her name, white blonde girl, and how she might be an asset to what we're trying to do. And so I kept telling her, I'm really not interested, but I tell you what, put her on the phone. So she put the little broad on the phone, and I said, listen, I have one expectation of you. You've got to want everything. You have to want everything. And the white girl said, I want everything. I want everything. So I said, I tell you what, you get the driver and let him drive you up to my house. At this time, I had a mansion in San Francisco. I was living in Forest Hill, overlooking the city. So she got a driver, because what they would do, they had their own personal taxi drivers back then at the day, in that time. So she took uh, the taxi driver with my girl back up to my house. And so at my house was 3 levels. So I was on the second level, and the door was in between the bottom level and the second level. So, my girl came in, and I'm waiting at the top of the stairs for the white girl. So the little white girl came in, and my girl Keela said, okay, baby, I'll see you later. So I said, okay. So the little white girl walks up the stairs to the second level, and she pauses and she looks around, and she said to me something I'll never forget. She says, I thought I wanted everything, but I don't. I said, I understand. Have a nice life. And she ran back down the stairs and got back into that taxi cab. So, the travesty is that people say they want everything, but inside of them, they don't believe they deserve it. You see, people accept what they believe they deserve. And so, you know, in the game, there's so many different levels of the game, and it's just not with the female either. It's also on the flip side with men, or with the males. If you have a little cat from the ghetto and all he has is a ghetto mentality and ghetto vernacular, that's all you'll ever be. You'll be nothing more than what he knows. And if all he knows how to do is smoke some weed and buy a few little clothes and buy a little nice car while he's living in an apartment or a hotel, that's all you'll ever be. In my dad's time, men were Renaissance men. They prided themselves on being informed, self-educated, avid readers. And it wasn't a hard thing for me to follow in the footsteps of, living that type of life, of finding value in knowledge. Because it was that knowledge that I had that elevated me above the majority of the guys in the game. I'm not saying that to pop my own collar. I'm just naturally saying the more you know, the more informed you are, the better opportunity you'll have at the big money. Because you'll know what to say to your female in order to give her access to those doors. Some of you guys teach a little girl something, and before she even hit the stairs, they shut the door in her face. Now, I'm not saying any of this to give you a roadmap or blueprint to promote pimping or hoeing in any capacity. But I'm saying it to you and expressing these things to you to let you know that it's more than what you're doing. When I went to prison and I sat back and I thought about all the things that I had achieved and all the things that I had done in my life, I wasn't mad at all. I just did my time like a soldier. I felt I had accomplished magnificent, great feats, and I did. But some of you guys are taking those same chances and end up in prison, having accomplished nothing, female and male alike. And you'll sit up there and you'll look at all you gave up, which is your life, for nothing, for a pair of shoes or maybe some jewelry.